Go ahead.
We saw a tale of two forwards. You have Harry Kane, high playmaking ability, setting up goals, scoring goals, doing dirty work in the midfield. Then you have Mbappe, who stretches defense, and that's all he does. Also, what you see is the play between Diaz and Olise and Kane. They're interchangeable, they're fluid, and they're even getting help from the midfielders. Who was the other guy from the midfielder that was coming up for them?
Gnabry, Serge
Yeah,
Gnabry.
the whole team was in sync coming forward. Opposite. Vinicius does his thing on the left. I don't even know if Mbappe is right or center or left. He just drifts and gets in the ways. I know they didn't have Rodrigo, but what you're looking at is that Bayern Munich's front line was interconnected. Kane was a playmaker. He was a link between the defense and the midfield and the attack and did a lot of work. And what we see with Mbappe is that he just runs fast and tries to and stretches defense and comes close to scoring goals, but doesn't do any work. And that's why Bayern Munich beat Real Madrid because they played completely as a team and they put a lot of pressure on Real Madrid's defense. I know Mbappe pulled back a goal late in the game, but what you saw there in that game was proof that Harry Kane is the best forward, the best pure nine. He's the best attacking player in football because he does it all, high work rate, and does and contributes to his team and is a team player. On the other hand, Mbappe selfish, even though he stretches defense. And even after he does that, he doesn't interface with the other two forwards. Same thing with Vinicius. Vinicius is selfish. These guys always want to win. They always want to win. They get mad and cry when they don't win Balloon d'Or. But why should you? You're not a team player. As far as I'm concerned, Harry Kane for Balloon d'Or. I'm exaggerating, but you just see the difference in teams. Look at Olise. That second goal that Kane scored, Olise gave him the ball. Look at and it was a simple pass. You wouldn't think, but with the finishing that Kane has, that's another thing. That goal that he scored was classic finishing. But the pass that he made, it would look very simple. Olise just rolled the ball to him. But it's simple things like that that win football games, and also being very direct. What are your thoughts, Afolabi?
You're absolutely
Also,
right. I mean,
2-1 in Bernabeu. Game over for Real Madrid. Go
yeah,
ahead, please.
absolutely. And I want to start from that passage of play you spoke about. I mean, if you look at the ball that came from Olise, he just rolled it to Harry Kane. He didn't play a shot, he just passed it into the net. It shows spatial awareness of the players around each other. And if you look at those front four, Gnabry just sat behind Kane, and then Luis Diaz on the left and on the right, you had Olise. They were very fluid. But I dare say Olise was the best player on the field by a country mile. He gave Carreras, the fullback of Real Madrid, a torrid time. He kept dribbling past him. Sometimes he was checking on his left leg and try and shoot. It was a nightmare for that guy. I
Like a
pity
decoy
that
because
guy.
he opened up things for other players. He was
Yeah, he
basically,
opened up things for other players, and you
yeah,
can't predict him. Sometimes he wants to dribble into the box, sometimes he decides to cross, sometimes he checks in on his left and takes a shot. So the guy is so unpredictable, and I'm really scared because you look at him, Akola, Due, and Dembele. France have their all for choice, and then there's Mbappe as
oh,
well.
they have, yeah, that's
All
a
these
crazy
guys are
team.
French players, so Bayern played really well. I mean, some of their one-touch passes was great. Opening up defense. The only thing I have against them is they have to close the back door. And that back door is in form of their
Yeah,
high defensive line.
yeah,
Because once Real Madrid
because
takes a
Real
long
Madrid,
ball, yeah, once he sends a long ball to Mbappe or Vinicius, they can be caught off guard. But besides that,
yeah.
they were excellent yesterday. I think they were really excellent.
If Real Madrid had any coordination between their front line, they could have scored. But what
They
they were
could
just trying
have.
to do was
They could have.
put a ball through, and then Mbappe would try to get his foot on the ball and miss it.
Yeah.
They didn't because Real Madrid doesn't have a systematic attack. That high line would have paid the big price if they did.
Yeah.
So this is going to be interesting. So yeah, so coming into game two, I mean, Real Madrid is always a dangerous team. They can go and score two goals in
Sure.
Bayern Munich.
Sure.
So Bayern Munich has to be careful, but I see them moving forward to the next round on this one. What do you think?
I agree with you. I mean, they would finish them off in Munich without a shadow of doubt. And don't
That,
forget that Musiala came on towards the end. If he gets to be fit for the whole 90 minutes, that's another puzzle to solve for Real Madrid. It won't be easy.
yeah,
The guy is very, very fleet-footed. He can play pass through the lines and he can score too at the edge of the
yeah.
box 18. So I think Vincent Company has done a really marvelous job in that
Oh,
Bayern Munich team.
right now, right
They
now,
look really well
the
coached.
coach of the year,
Yeah, they
and
really
now
they look really
what
well coached.
20 games
And he's a
without
young
losing.
guy. He's not an experienced coach per se. He's a young guy.
And he looks more like a thug. I said, how can this one coach? I want to see, but he's good.
He looks like a boxing coach.
Yeah. Okay, but you know who's a big disappointment? This
Yeah.
guy cursed himself that year. Vinny cursed himself when he said, "Oh, uh, it's because of racism that I'm not the player of the year." Who won in Balloon d'Or that year that
I
beat
think it
Vinny?
was I think it was I'm not sure. I'm not sure who won it.
Yeah, but whoever he lost it to was worth it. No, he lost it to Rodri.
Oh, it was to Rodri.
Rodri
Yes, I remember now.
and he
That
said,
was the
"Oh,
year
you
of
guys are
the
racist.
European Nations
Everybody
Cup.
thinks I'm number one. Where are
Yeah.
you now?" The guy is. Everybody was shouting at him as he's the next Pele. He's the next. No, you know in the Yoruba when they say Pele, that Pele.
Yeah, yeah. So sorry.
All right, I'm following. Take us out. Nice one.
Okay, it's been another brilliant show. We have been reviewing the Arsenal Lisbon game as well as the big weights of Real Madrid and Bayern Munich. And then we'll be back again to do a similar thing to the games of today. From Mustafa and myself, bye for now.
Okay, nice one. So I have to find a story for news. Is anything going on in Nigeria? This whole Iran thing is taking everybody's attention.
It is.
Yeah,
At
it's
least thank God
annoying.
there's ceasefire for the next 2 weeks.
Yeah, but no, it's going to be longer than 2 weeks. Let me tell you why. Trump, America has run out of